Where is it? Where is it? Wow! God! Wow! I tell you, it's Cat 3. It knew double about it. It's definitely Cat 3. It's funny because it's actually clear blue skies here in Manchester. Well, forget about watching it, just turn the TV up and just listen to it. And then it comes back. It's I mean, when I arrived, you could not really see those Maxes, but mind you, in the picture, you cannot see them anywhere. Here she comes, here she comes. Yeah, good one. See, when the wind blows, it brings... Look at the jumbo just disappear. It's just bringing the fog up. I've got an approaching aircraft. I need to stop doing that. That's all you're gonna get, folks. Wow. All we need is to clear just a little bit more. Turning on. All I can do is give you commentary because all I can say is she's turning on. Wow. Can you just about see it? Can you just about see her? Look. There she is, there she is. Ghost ship. Now, is she going to come, is she going to go make a left, or is she going to go, nope, she's doing a right scoop. All you're going to hear is, she might clear the mist actually with her engines. Her engines might actually clear the mist a little bit. Fog in the team. Here we go. Well, there she goes. Jet 2 737 sitting there waiting. Wow, this is really pea soup, folks. So I'm imagining that this is cat free. Wow. Is that 890 people on Facebook looking at fog? Hey, the most interesting fog you'll ever see. Neil Illing, Trisha, Paul Slater. And the foggiest what I'm looking at. Richard Walker, worst there at my house, a mile from there. Paul Holmes, Graham Hill, Margaret Sharp, Ayrton Beatty, Lee Michael Bradley. There you go. You see, look now. Look how that's cleared now. Look how that's cleared. But as soon as the wind blows, it will bring it back in. Anne Marie, Hayden Rudden, Wayne GCCC. Good morning to you, Shay Pell, Alison Thornett, Simon Rowlands, Stuart Grimstitch, Matthew Campbell, Jose Rodriguez. Good morning from Portugal. Craig Zees. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you, Lee Michael Bradley. Why is it so foggy? Because it is. Gareth Sims, John Hucklesby, Richard Burt, fog with a funny commentary. Yay! Debbie Tucker, morning Jerry. You have not had a lot of luck with the weather over the past few days. Thanks for everything you do. Oh, that's my absolute pleasure, Debbie. Of course, I was highly disappointed with the weather yesterday, as it just turned really bad. But anyway, we managed to get some good stuff. We've got Hal, and again, a massive thanks to everybody who tuned in. Sally, Chilton, James, Jimbo Brennan, Graham Nevitt, Nick Sakula, Chris Tipping, Colin Mellows, Paul Hodgson, Sally Chilton, Usma S, Trisha, John Golding, lots and lots of people tuning in. I hope you're well this morning or this evening, wherever you are in the world. Matthew Campbell, Matt Curtis, let's just David Grossett, morning from a place of work. Luckily I'm in Bournemouth. Lucky clear sky. Well, hopefully that's going to come a little bit up this way. See, look at that. It's coming in waves, literally. Look at that as it thickens, as the fog thickens. Paul Sargent, good morning from Lee, just up the road. John Hucklesby, Paul Corson. Any Air New Zealand today, Jerry? I don't know, and if there was, I probably wouldn't be able to see it. Rich Torp, Luke Evans, Steve Carroll. Here's an inbound. I can just point it at anything, really. Oh, look, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That was pretty cool, actually. Ghost ship. Trisha Guy, Michael Falco, John O'Regan, Hilary Bone. That fog's coming fast. Yeah. Well, it's a bit of a shame, but it would be great if it could lift. If it could just lift. That's all that we want, obviously. And of course, we are awaiting Singapore Airlines. SQ52, Cuthbert Dibble Grub. But that is the aircraft that we're waiting for. Gareth Harwood, good morning to you. Good morning everybody watching around the world. Hope you enjoyed the show yesterday. If you didn't manage to see it, maybe have a look back. There's two parts of it. I will be editing that into a shortened version, sort of like a bish bosh bash version for the guys there at Vulcan Trust. Okay, good morning, live chat on YouTube. Good morning, Scott McLeod, Trish Diesel Starwick. Thank you very much indeed. I am Fessy45, Mark Willis, Zodiac, Dirk Bauman, Ian Child, Simon from Dublin, Trish, Bigfoot 82. Good morning to you, Mark Willis, Matteo Papati. Not sure what you're saying there, my friend. Daniel Morgan, Adrian James, Jennifer Saunders, Jim Gemmell, Jeff Phillips watching live from Adelaide, South Australia. A beautiful pea super. Oh, good day, Jeff. Welcome, my friend. Jim Gemmell, Mark Wallace, Jennifer Saunders. Will there be any football games? That's Premier League. I'm not sure. There's Hazel Harding. Good morning, Jerry and Jilly. Many thanks for your live stream yesterday with XH558. It was superb viewing. What a difference today. At least you're not getting wet. Pea soup it is. Yes. Difficult to sort of like. I think I'd much rather it have been like this yesterday, because I tell you what, I don't know how many of you guys know, but back in the day, back in the war, they actually used a system called Fido, which was, they basically had troughs running along the runway in Bomber Command. Only a couple of airfields actually used it. Filton, I think, may have been one of them, where they actually poured fuel into these troughs and burnt the fuel, which cleared the fog for the returning bombers. And I'm sure that if we had have had these conditions yesterday, we would have had that. This would have been burnt off by those engines for sure. Anyway, it is what it is. Mark Willis, is that 747 still there? No, she's gone, my friend. Mish saying there's a 747 inbound. Thanks for that, Mish. Michael Benzobas. Good morning from Spain. Neil Tattersall. Bonfire Night Aftermath. Yes. Sometimes, you know, it's funny. There is sometimes an aftermath. Beautiful 767 sitting right there. Oh wow, that 747 that we just saw, only positioning down to Gatwick. A little short flight, it'll be touching down in a few minutes. Good morning from Lisbon, Moe Chazari, Adrian James. Great show yesterday, you nailed it again. Thank you, Adrian, really appreciate that. Jennifer Saunders, good morning, 827, East Coast of Australia. Hello to our UK friends. Picking me up all right on audio, Jilly, yes? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the mic over here. Oh, sorry folks, sorry about that. Okay, there we go. There you go. So just check your audio now, GP. Trish from Brussels to the sky. Loved yesterday's show, was really interesting. Thank you. Darren Graham, Mark Jackson, Jeff Phillips, Gary Hughes, Neil Schwartz is in the house from South Africa. Congratulations, Neil, and all you South Africans for beating us Brits yesterday in the Rugby World Cup. Someone's got to win, and it was you. Read all about it. Mick Price, Graham Horrocks, Phil Leonard. Want to say a big, massive shout out and thank you, of course, to Jason at the Ibis in Chesterfield. Jason, if you're watching this morning, you're tuning in, thank you so much for your wonderful, your courtesy, should I say, and for looking after us this weekend as well on Big Jet TV. Okay, silence. Big shout out to Mally Beard and his missus Joy, who are here. Met me in the parking lot just now, and the silence, absolute silence. Should be. You can hear the birds tweeting. So Facebook, YouTube off there is being a right pain in the backside. So I'm just going to cancel that and use my device there. Graham Horrocks, Phil Lomas, Cheeky Kent, good morning to you. Emily Madlocks, good morning, Big Jet TV Live, can you give me a shout out? There we go, Emily Maddox, Emily Victoria Maddox, Michael Richards, who needs plain footage when you have Joe's time? Tim Walker, Cheeky Kent, Tim Walker. So good morning to everybody, and welcome Tim Walker from Australia. Good morning everybody. Wow. And that's it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Some things, I can hear something taxiing, but I feel fine. Stewie Wilson, Simon Lee. Just across border in Barnsley and it's clear skies. Okay, well, there we go. That's fantastic. Joyce Stanford, Philip Ryan and Cop Key are watching with us. Mike Johnson, good morning from South Carolina. Guys, don't forget, next week it's all about, oh, look at this taxiing up to runway. Up to taxiway, sorry. It's an A380, folks. The Beast. Now we saw the Vulcan appearing through the fog yesterday. Now we're going to get to see the biggest commercial passenger jet in the world. And yes, folks, they are Max aircraft parked up there. Getting less love than the Vulcan. Wow, look. It's bringing the fog with it. Fog and attains, oh main. Martin Richards, good morning from New York. Hey, how you doing? Jay Howard, yes, next week, folks. It's all about channel members, crew members, Big Jet TV. If you want to join us in Schiphol for one of our fantastic shows, we're back up on the terrace, and maybe also going out to the Polar Barn to do some spotting out there. 2 days in Schiphol for members only. Bottom left hand side of your screen there, bigjet.tv. That's our website, that's where you need to go to join us next week. And then the following week we're in Boston, Logan, with Sam Castriotta. Hey, how you doing? She's a great lady, and I'm really looking forward to spending 4 days with her and bringing you some great action from Boston Logan International. K-Bass! Live from the USA. Okay, here she is. It's all right, folks, you haven't woken up with cataracts. Maybe those Trents or GPWs, I don't know which ones, because I know that Emirates run a mix of GPWs and Trent 900s on their 380s. Will Call, good morning. Little Manchester fog from Will Coyle. Tom Ernst, yes indeed Tommy, another US show. Hayden Rudden. It's quite funny. Glyn James, Robin Van Acker, Chris Hand. She goes. from Boston. Did you say Boston? Oh, wow. Oh. Edson Beatty flying to the Middle East from London Heathrow end of the month. Karen Siran, Phil Holm. Looks like a beautiful morning at Manchester. Carrie Dobinson. Yeah, Paul, it was Emirates, my friend. Dan Harvey. David Robidoux. Yeah, who ordered the pea soup? See, look how clear it is now. You know, it's typical, isn't it? Could have done that for the 380. Oh. Yeah. To my left, I can definitely... It's gotten brighter, should I say. It's definitely got brighter in the last bit. But that could change, once again, within seconds, because it's coming in waves. I'm telling you, it's coming in waves. Justin Waddington, fog is lifting in Southport. Hope it does the same there. Indeed, I'm hoping so too. Wes Love, good morning to you. Kamran Azhar, good morning to you. Okay. StarMac 777. Do any of your videos have the British Airways land or livery 747-400 GBNLY? Yes, StratMat. We don't have videos per se, but we do have live streams. All of our shows are live, and yes, we have caught the Landor 747 many times. So you need to kind of look back on that. In fact, I think we caught Landor. Did we catch Landor arriving from Ireland, actually? I think we did. Caught her live, didn't we? Yeah. The British Airways didn't do anything special for them, but we caught it live landing. If you search Big Jet TV, Landor 747 maybe. See, look how that's changing. Look how that's changing, literally in front of your eyes. The fog's coming back. Over the Tyne, Old Main. Planespotting Ringway. At 10:30 they changed to 23 left. Ah, interesting. Okay, well, I was under the impression that they were all day on this upper runway. But, so what time's the... Oh, really? If he's late, we're screwed. Sandy Feet is in Sacramento. Good morning to you. Lucky Sandy Feet, of course, obviously walks along the beach a lot. Mish, David Moores, TUI Max. There we are, indeed, they are to the right of us. Still with no resolution whatsoever. Nothing looking in any way no good news coming out of that story at the moment. Paul Cartledge, good morning. Zombie Biker 600, good morning. This is Sandy Feet's first time from California, Sacramento. Beautiful part of California, I have to say. Very laid-back people in Sacramento. I knew a few people down there. Jamie Maltus, Adam Lowy, 14, Camu Azar. Thank you very much indeed. Conchi Marote, good morning from España, I believe that might be. I don't know, I think. Adrian James. Well, Adrian, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, to be honest, if you're going to do something like this, you've got to throw absolutely everything at it to be able to entertain your audience, basically. It's as simple as that, and that's what it's all about, entertainment. Neil Tattersall used to love mornings like this in the 80s at Manchester, as we would get all the diverts in from London. Wow, yeah, of course. KLM 737 on push. What have we got on it? What have we got inbound? Okay. Ed Lowy 14, or Lowy, should I say? KLM 737, yeah? Okay, let's see. Break through the... Here it is. No, that's not a 737. That's already ATR 72. Usually a fantastic shot from this position, folks. Although I have to say, I'll tell you what, it's seeing a lot more than we did 15 minutes ago, that's for sure. Planespotting ringway because he's waiting for the inbound aircraft. So I've got a little bit of a turboprop liner. James, Raymond Charles, good morning to you. Planespotting ringway, there we go. Louis the Traveller theme park spotter. Wow. Is there any Orlando flights? Where was that Virgin 74 just headed to? Oh, he went to Gatwick, yeah. It probably will be an Orlando bound flight. I'd imagine Virgin 330 or something like that going out. Adam Lowy 14. No, not even a cloud in the sky out there in Belfast. Lucky you. Dibby, good morning to you, Dibby. Hope you're well, my friend. There's a TUI headed out to Orlando. Tell you what, this is freezing fog as well. So soon to become Virgin Connect, folks. We're hearing from people who are already. Is that my monitor, Gilly, that's got a little bit of a sort of like black haze down the left-hand side of the screen, or is that? Oh, okay, good. Super smashing, Greg. So Raymond Charles is a Virgin captain. Morning, guys. Looks like a foggy day for flying. I'm at Glasgow, headed down to Heathrow, off to New York today as I'm Virgin captain, so maybe better weather across the pond. Yeah, well, Raymond, keep us posted. If you're ever flying out of Heathrow, which you are, obviously, and we happen to be filming, we will always be happy to come and film you. Are you Virgin 330 or Dreamliner? I'm going to say Dreamliner. Planespotting ringway, yes. I've actually had a fry up at the airport pub, and it is a good feast, it has to be said. Oh, okay. Thank you, Louis the Traveller and the theme park spotter. I'm going to call you Louis from now on. Oleski, good morning. Kiev, good morning to you. Cheeky Kent, seems anyone can be a pilot on YouTube. Oh, well, you know, yeah, but we generally get genuine ones, it has to be said here. But you're right, you're absolutely right. Sean Kane, this sounds big. This sounds pretty big. It's a 737. Oh, here we go. Streaming, look at this streaming. Yeah! Look at the streamers, look at the streamers. Yeah! Ha ha ha! Yeah! Oh, this is going to be great if we get some. Well, we've got till 10:30. What's time now? The Ping Boy Piece XD. Are you at the airport? Well. Yeah, we're a little bit unsure about that. The Ping Boy, are you hiding in your car? No, my friend. I'd have to have a very high roof on my car if I was hiding in my... yeah, no, I'm not. I don't know what... Are you still suffering from last night or something, you old mate? Dibby. Sean Kane. Turkish Airlines coming from Planespotting Ringway. Turkish Airlines 321 next in, and then Lufthansa 321 Star Alliance. Thanks for that. Gabriel Jins. Greetings from Rio de Janeiro. Everyone have a great day. Oh, the ping boy, mate. Come on, think about it, fella. Obviously, I am at an airport. Where else would I be? Not down a supermarket, am I? You know, son. You know. So you're not at an airport. Funny fella. Hilarious. Wes Love tuning in from Canberra. Wow, that's a long way out. So definitely clearing now. Conditions definitely starting to clear. Well, hopefully anyway. Phil Ryan, yes indeed, that seems to be a problem at the moment, not showing on flight radar some of these aircraft. Weldon, yes, I'll be back soon, my friend. Brahim Isaac. Yasveen, hello Big Jet TV, watching from Mauritius. Good day to you, my friend. Air Mauritius A330 Neo now regular into London Heathrow. Air to BT, yes indeed, they are the 737 Maxes in storage. Well, I say in storage, but they got nowhere to go. Nobody loves them, no home to go to sit in there. You should rotate those wheels as well, because obviously, as you know, if you have a car and you leave it standing for any great deal of time, especially with all that weight, you're going to get flat spots. So if those things ever move again, they will have to change the tyres on all of those wheels, I would imagine. And of course, you know, regardless of how well sealed and insulated things are, with cold conditions like this, not so much a problem. That's why they store aircraft in the desert, because of the dry conditions. You don't get any moisture, any condensation inside the cabin. So inside those engines, you know, there will be a certain amount of moisture, but they will be very well sealed and, of course, protected against the elements. And they are they are tested to very, very stringent climatic conditions, minus 60 degrees or something crazy like that. Here we go. Ribbons, please. Pulling a bit of moisture down with it though. Boom! Landing on the upslope. As you can see here, folks, you can see there's a definite upslope to this runway. It's got a hump in it. What hump? Walter Baggy, good morning. Sarah Pass, good morning. Matthew Campbell. Smithy's in the house. Yvonne Heelan. Alan's getting jiggy with it. John Olafsson. Reykjavik is watching. Good day to you from Reykjavik. Phil Ryan's in Dublin, living in Australia. But Mr. Fog and Snow, am I mad? No, you're not, my friend. I lived in South Africa for a while, and I couldn't wait to come home to the UK when I eventually did. So you're always going to miss your hometown, so there's nothing wrong with that. Will Apps, good morning to you. Rachel Cott, good morning. Will Coyle, Ian Wilson, Debs Wallace, Paul Corson, Caleb Weatherding, good morning to you. Paul Corson, which A330? Haven't had an A330 yet. Did I say A330? Did I say A330 somewhere along? Good morning from North Wales, Errol Edwards. Good morning to you, Fifi. Oh, yeah. If there is, yes, indeed, flights out of. But apparently Virgin don't fly the, I think it's San Fran, they fly the 330 out. I think it's TUI, sorry. Somebody just corrected me here. Matthew Jose, tuning in from India. Paul Comber. Yvonne Heaton, can I get a shout out to my mother Joan, out of hospital finally? Well, that's wonderful. Very glad to hear that. Yvonne's mum Joan out of hospital just in Waddington. Manilo Filiberto Manlio Filiberto, good morning. John Graderets, good morning to you. Fifi, Richard Lincoln, hello from Singapore. 5:50 p.m. on Sunday evening there in Singapore. Well, good evening to you. Katrina Bull, no, not much fun taking off in this kind of stuff if you are a nervous flyer in any way, because obviously when you look out of the window you don't see very much, but it is amazing. What is amazing when you take off in these kind of conditions is obviously you break out into beautiful chin clear skies, and that is a great feeling when you break out. Caleb Weatherdew, good morning. Love Sydney, great transport system, well compared to Perth. Phil Wright. Tracy Cook, evening from Christchurch, New Zealand. Our son flies the A350 from Hong Kong into Manchester with Cathay Pacific. Well, there we go. Tracy Cook, fantastic. Are we going to be seeing the Cathay Pacific 350? Normally we do on a Sunday morning, I think. Wayne GCC, Ross Kennedy, Yvonne Heelan, Matt Campbell. Ashat Bandari, you made our mornings great. A very good morning to you. Well, a very good morning to you. Can you give a shout out to Cameron, who loves your show? That coming from Dave and Vicky Lee. Good morning, Cameron, my friend. Willie Harrington, and good morning to everybody who was watching yesterday as well, and all those wonderful volunteers who work so hard at the Vulcan Trust. Here we go. Yeah. Right. Which channel? Yeah. Casey Fraser, give me a call on Monday morning, mate. We'll have a heart-to-heart, yeah? Just you and me. You, me and nobody else. How about that, Casey? You got up at stupid o'clock this morning to go out and film for your audience, have you? Have you? Hey? Yeah. Casey Fraser, you should know better, son. You should know better. Brahim Isaac, good morning. David Anthony. Mark Exton, David Smithson. Matt Campbell, Leslie White, David Smithson. Shot down in flames, son. Stupid little boy. Stupid little boy. But if you ever want to meet me, mate, you are more than welcome to come and join me for a cup of coffee, son. And we'll have a nice little face-to-face, heart-to-heart, son. Yeah? How about that, Casey Frazee? Haters, just so easy for people to hate, isn't it? Just because they can hide behind their little keyboards. You're hiding there, Casey. Are you? Are you scared? Are you scared, Casey? Can't you grab the stars, Casey? Oh, poor little Casey. Anytime you like, son. And I've got a big shot coming up for all you fellas as well, which is great. Great. I can't say anything about it at this point in time. No, not going to say it. John Bailey. Good morning, Lance Deaton. Good morning from Atlanta. Way to brave those nasty conditions. Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about, folks. Campbell. Wow, long way to go for a latte, but I'll have it. Thank you, my friend. Again, a big shout out to Jason at the Ibis in Chesterfield. Great service, great hotel, and great place to stay. Yeah, very well said, Ross Kennedy. Chris McNaughton. So we've got Sarah Bryan saying, can Isabella Webster please give a shout out? She's your youngest fan yet to fly. Let me know before if you can, so I can tell her. Okay, well, Isabella Webster. We've had some very, very young fans here on Big Jet TV, of course, and Isabella, good to see you watching. And of course, don't be yet to fly. Yet to fly. Wow, there you go. A great experience. Jason Clayton, was it the fog this? Oh, this is Jason here. Was it this foggy this morning on the Cat Fiddle Road? You know what? There were patches of fog, but it wasn't really too bad, to be honest. Only in the lower section. I want to see a 737 or an A330 coming, because then we'll get the ribbons. Fifi, very true, very true. Ryan Wallace, Eric Ross. Eric Ross replying to Hayden. Yes, the split scimitar winglets on the 800 variant, the 737 NG, previous to the Max variant being introduced, but they did. And there's also the long-range variant as well. Sarah, thank you very much indeed. She's sat in her PJs and messy hair smiling. There you go. Jason Clayton, thank you very much indeed. Yes. Great breakfast as well. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. And here we go. A little bit of the runways. Which is this a 330 coming out? Looks like a 330 to me. Oh, Elliot Reid, Emirates 380, due in 47 minutes, estimated 10:49. Now, still a little bit unsure about the runway usage. Are we likely to see the southern runway being put to use at 10:30? Is that true? I was on the understanding that the single runway use on a Sunday, I was led to believe. Only on Sundays. Sunday. In the winter schedule, they start out on the weekdays, and on Saturdays, I think, lower runway, 2-3 left, up until 10:30 in the morning, and then they switch out. But anyway, here we go. Murat tuning in from Istanbul. Caroline Mostyn, we're the only two on the south side. Caroline Mostyn, James Alexander Parkhouse. Dave Elder, not sure about that, my friend. So this looks like possibly, is this WestJet or something? Oh no, this is the, is this the envelope? Is this the envelope? Is this the A4 envelope? Caroline Mostyn on this runway till 4 p.m. now. So brilliant. So envelope. On loan, I think this is on lease to possibly TUI. And am I right in saying that? What we got inbound, anything? Okay, Wayne GCCCCCCC. It's 2-3 right till 1600 now. Winter ops have kicked in, but 2-3 left can be opened at any time if traffic demand is there. Very much like for instance the other week when 350 landed on 2-3 left, which is just incredible. Using all of the available runway. Okay, what is it in? Is it inbound now? Inbound now? Ziad, good morning from the USA. If you're ever thinking of becoming a pilot, best thing to do is study and work hard at it, and Google. It's probably the best place to go. Obviously once you've got to a certain level, you need to do a lot of groundwork to become a pilot, of course. Good morning, Lorraine Dash, tuning in from Perth, Western Australia. Terry Hardy, I wouldn't want to take off in that mess. Yes, indeed. Fifi Laguna. It's perfectly safe, though, folks, I have to say. Anybody concerned about flying in these conditions, the aircraft are fully equipped, automated systems, and, of course, two very skilled pilots. And aircraft that are very easy to fly. So inbound, Craig Udemans is watching. Good day to you. Sam San tuning in from Kuwait. Wissam Al-Zaidi, thank you very much indeed. Watching from sunny Zimbabwe is Ryan Atkins. Good morning to you. Wow, all the way from a sunny Zimbabwe. Joel Ashton, yes indeed, bit sketchy. TUI Dreamliner on a poach, Steve Pond. Here we go, should get some rivets. no ribbons, but some fantastic vortex over the wing there. Yeah. Mark Smith, sorry, saying it's clear 5 miles to the south. So that's good news. Hopefully it's going to clear. As soon as the wind picks up a little bit, we get conditions deteriorate ever so slightly. Don Nichols tuning in from the US, 4 a.m. Central USA. Fifi Trung Tram, good morning to you. Matthew Campbell. We've got a nice bit of fluff there now, sound. Gianni, good morning to you, Gianni. So our oh, I don't know. Was there? When you say Cardiff, you talking about Cardiff maintenance or okay. Yeah, I mean, not a million miles apart, but obviously Cardiff would be BA maintenance, wouldn't it? Coming in, what's inbound? Kevin Pole, we're using VX1, Panasonic VX1. We live by the camera basically. Shane Hellier, good morning folks, hope everyone is fine and well. Jacob Mould, good morning to you. Pilot Boy, half a mile visibility, yeah. In fact, is that oh, that's the Dreamliner that's just come in, isn't it, I think. Louis, 787-9, that was indeed from TUI. Michael K. I see Al's last 747 last flight from Rome to Tel Aviv is tomorrow. Wow, we've seen that Al 747 in at London Heathrow a couple of times, and that's a great shame that they are going to be stopping that service. Last flight from Rome to Tel Aviv. So is the 747 still operational? Is it just that's the last time it flies that leg? Anthony Hawkswell tuning in from a sunny Durham City. Dibby, Kieran Mira. What's that? What, taxi for departure? Oh, fantastic. Okay. Okay. Well, because it's this fellow, we're sticking with it, aren't we? Why is that? Paul Weaver's down in South Wales, lovely and sunny down there. Louis, 3:30 for takeoff. I think that was the one that just went out. Interesting. Kieran Mega saying, has anyone seen the videos of the upcoming Microsoft Flight Simulator? Graphics are insane. Wow, sounds quite interesting. Michael K retiring their last 747. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so that's the word on that. which is a great shame. Safeway 123, it's British Airways A320 towards, headed out to London. I'm guessing that's what we're talking about here. Inbound. So I thought that TUI Dreamliner was the one that Safeway and behind 787. Yes, off to Cancun. That TUI 787. Thank you, Safeway. Joe Chaplin, Emirates 380, 35 minutes. Thank you. She'll pull a load of cloud out of the sky, that's for sure. Clive Davis, Clive 900, very sunny in Seven Sisters, Neath, Wales. Wow, lucky you. Pilot Boy, thank you. Ill in bed. Pilot Boy, hope you feel better. Flugelschaft, good morning to you, TJ. Playing quiz in the fog. What's that coming up with a new nose radome? Look at that. Is that Jet 2 by any chance, or is that me just guessing? That's a guesstimate. I'm just looking at the grey. It is Jet 2, is it? Yay! Need this conditions to improve. John Carley, Virgin 747 on radar for departure. Gemma Butler, an hour early for work. Wow, a bit keen, isn't you? Mind you, always good to be early. Fired up. Okay, any 757 fans in the house? Louis asking about the Star Wars Galaxy Edge or Galaxy's Edge livery 747. Don't think she's going to be gracing our screens today, but yes, indeed, we'll hopefully catch her at some point during the winter season. Robert Colburn, good morning. Great show yesterday. Enjoy. Oh, is it out of Gatwick? Is it? Wow! Listen to those RB211s, folks. Beautiful old school sound. Terry Kenton, good morning. 32 years old. There we go, that Jet 2 757. From Brussels to the sky, Magic 757. Yeah, she's a beauty. and you can hear those engines. Rolls-Royce RB211. Yeah, I think you might be right, Pilot Boy. Well, it's sort of like, you know, it's a half-mile visibility, so it would be sort of like a Cat 2 at least. Autoland, possibly. 100. Yes, I will, Louis. I will zoom in on the name of the 747 that's coming out, although it will be on flight radar, should be anyway. He's a fan of it. And the name on the side of the 787. I missed that one, I'm afraid. Okay, so there we go. It's Ruby Tuesday, apparently, Louis, coming out. Tom Berry, yes. SAS. Let's see. It's. Oh no, there is the Slinger. Wow. So literally, conditions deteriorating and then improving. It's just obviously coming in waves of it's really dropping, the visibility dropping right now. SAS 320 behind the 747, headed out to Copenhagen. Thank you, Safeway. Shari Helia. Turn and burn on that 75. Okay, now he's going to have something in the window, isn't he, Jilly? So we're looking out for a Big Jet TV logo in the window, folks, of this A350. Mark Ashall going out to Singapore, or what is it? Singapore? He's got Houston. Headed out to Houston. My apologies. That little Embraer. Here is the plastic fantastic A350. Tom, very good question. I'm not sure. I would imagine it probably would be, because it is susceptible to fog here quite regularly. Moira Davis tuning in from Merthyr Tydfil, India Echo. Yes, indeed. I remember that show when we arrived and we couldn't do anything. So we went back and did a Gatwick, didn't we? Or Manchester or something. Louis headed out to Orlando on a 747, possibly 747 or 330. Depends on which. Obviously, we're hoping to be returning on a 747 from Boston when we come back from our show. Hopefully, that'll be an experience for us, of course. But what's more important, of course, is bringing you some aviation action from Boston, live to our members only, of course. Yeah. Oh wow, right, was it? Oh wow, that's crazy. Well, you caught that Jet 2 757 on a rejected RTO at Manchester a couple of years ago. Yes, it did, yeah. So hopefully the fog will stay nice and clean. at the moment. So we're looking out for Mark Ashall, folks, on the wing. He's on the wing. People will be wondering why he's holding up a piece of paper, but let's see if we can get him. Is it front or aft of the wing? Is it forward or aft? Yes, yes, there it is. Good lad. Nice one, Mark. Can't quite see that it says Big Jet TV unless, but you can see that it's a piece of paper that he's holding up with Big Jet TV on it. Let's let the viewers see this beautiful aircraft, of course. Oh, sun! The sun! The sun's coming out! Emily Burston, MD Hewitt, Bedbug, Peter, Louis, Cheeky Kent. Wow. Well, this stays like it is. Caroline Moston getting brighter on the south side. Yes, indeed. The sun should be reaching you about now. Still thick. Still real thick. Thea Love, good morning. Claire Thompson, Terry Hoversall, good morning to you. Emma Funnel, hello. Fifi, Caroline. Yeah, definitely. Wing conditions definitely improving. Chris Gray, stunning plane, the 350. Enda Burke, g'day to you. Of course, Enda has a hey. There's the man. Look. How's it? Jordan Green tuning in from a sunny Portsmouth. Fifi. So the sun's coming out. Are you off, mate? You what? No, where? Oh, legend. I'll go down and pick it up. Are you off, mate? Where are you going? Over the other side? Nothing's happening there, mate, until 4 o'clock today. Yeah, 4 o'clock this runway's active until 4 p.m. At which time it's too late, so it'll be dark. Well, ish. Nearly. Stephen Carfer. Thanks, Stefan. Finally got to see you live. Well, glad I met up with you, Stefan. Nice to meet everybody. If that was yesterday, I'm not sure, but Justin Waddington, Enda is a great aviation photographer. Indeed, Enda is a great aviation photographer. Has a new website. Enda has a new website. More than happy if you want to pop that up here, Enda. A great photographer. And if you're into aviation photography, that's one of the websites that you definitely, or Facebook pages, I imagine it is one that you definitely want to check out. Paul Coulson breaking up here. What the hell's going on? Christopher Thane. Don't know what the temperature is, but I can't think that it's any much above, 5-6 degrees at the moment. It's pretty chilly, especially with this freezing fog, I would almost call it. But it is definitely, as you can see, the sun is coming out. Stefan Carver, my brother is flying out of Birmingham Wednesday about 12 p.m. to Paris. Well, lucky him. Christopher Clark, good afternoon. Chris Ranking, 7 degrees. Thanks, Chris. Joe Bigger, wet and cold as usual. Thanks, Trisha, 7 degrees. Here we go, look. This will brighten up your morning, folks. Look at that. Thanks for joining, Stefan. Really appreciate it. Doris Charles, good afternoon, Doris, or good morning. Don't forget, folks, Tuesday and Wednesday is Schiphol. Tuesday and Wednesday Schiphol, folks. Members only, those shows. And then the following week is Boston in the USA, and channel members and supporters only on those shows. That's what we do here at Big Jet TV. That's how we put your money to work, folks. Yes, indeed, that's another great thing that we're going to be delivering to our Facebook supporters, only Facebook supporters, folks. If you're a supporter on Facebook, you will get 1080p. So that's another thing we can offer our members on Facebook. 1080p viewing, much the same as what we've got here on YouTube, of course. Chris Pronk tuning in from Amsterdam. Good morning to you, Chris. That wasn't Chris who was mentioning about Mark Lowe. It was Orani, the ATR 72 going out there. Thank you, Mark. Lars Sonnerson tuning in from Sweden. Sean Crawford, Stefan Carver, and the next Birmingham. Stefan will try and get up to Birmingham as soon as we can. Got quite a heavy schedule in November, that's for sure. Caroline, I think you're right. Lynn Jones in Chester. Got it bad. Raw Lossius is -5 in Trondheim. Wow. AMRKP, yes, that is a Boeing 737 MAX. There are 5 Boeing 737 MAXes. throttles up a little bit, give her a little bit of power. Then she'll roll under her own weight. Dreamliner behind her, yeah. Version 747. I think Louis was the man who wanted a close-up of her nose art, as I like to call it. Oh, really? China? Wow. Wayne's saying this is possibly a 747 going to China for maintenance. Not this flight. Not this flight, no. Steve Matthews, thank you, sir. Could be better, but look at the weight of fuel on those outboard, the outboard tanks, weighed down with fuel. But the beauty of that aircraft is that wing will flex up on V1, or even before it. Paul Corson, we're going to get the Rego any moment. Joe Bigger, shared up in Chester. Thank you, Joe. Frank Weiss, good morning. So it looks like we're waiting for an inbound. As people tuck into their breakfasts down there in the restaurant. I can see them all huddled around the restaurant. Great viewing area here at Manchester, folks. Probably the most, I would definitely say the world famous airport pub. Inbound. She's going to break through any moment. There she is. Blakely tuning in from Stafford. Sound 747 is indeed awesome. Here we go. CF6 power on the this particular 747. Singing her heart out. Look. Hello. Does she have a name? Oh yeah, there she is. Is that it? Ruby Tuesday. There's your Rego. Lima Golf. Okay, so this 747 is going out for maintenance to Shanghai, or yeah, wow. Yeah. So that'll go up like a skyrocket. From the old to the new. Oh, I've got another 757 with Jet 2 behind this one. Which is why you can hear those RB211s. Yeah. 21 years old, Antonia Ham, thank you. Wow, that's 747. 21 years old. Ian Bowman. Greg Ford, Keith Mitchell. Stephen O'Flaherty. Good day to you. Oh, I tell you what, it's a cold old wind blowing there, my friend. Hello there. What's Alan Mack saying to Chris? Saying to someone, what happens if you find your brain? Is that a bit of Van going on there, isn't it? Yeah! Alan Yelden, Jerry, you are up north. Too right I am, mate. Hervé Zerbib, tuning in from Bonjour from France. Bonjour to you, Hervé. Greg Forward, Jet 2 stunning, yeah, 757. She's a beautiful aircraft. Paul Scaife is in Terminal 3 now. There we go. Ian McGovern, thank you. Bloody hell. Antonia Ham been moaning. Paul Coulson, glad we did. Now are you going? Oh, right, okay, have a good time. Let us know what it's like, mate. I will do, yeah, thank you. You're a legend, thanks, mate. Take care. See you, Joy. No, man. Darren Shields, is that fog or rain? Fog on the Tame, my friends, fog on the Tame. And it's old Maine, old Maine. No, it's just fog. Quite common here at Manchester. Something I found out yesterday, which was quite interesting, was that, and please forgive me for not knowing, but I've read hundreds and hundreds of books on Bomber Command, and never knew that Robin Hood Airport is ex-Finningley, RAF Finningley. Quite interesting. Doris Charles, Frank Weiss, 737-800. Indeed, that is right there with Jet 2. CFM 56 engines. Raymond Hyde, 380, Emirates 380 with you in about 7 minutes. Just flying over him now. Great, thank you for that. Anthony James tuning in from Florida. I have family in Manchester. Ian Finley, Boeing 747 Virgin, off to Xiamen, China for maintenance. Wow. Did it? Wow. What positioning? Thanks for the update, Ian. Really appreciate that. Of course, there's TUI's 800 variant 737, and there's their brand new, well, not so much brand new anymore. A year old, at least a year old, I think. Those TUI, or it's been about I think they've been parked for nearly a year, isn't it? Those TUI Maxes, they must have been parked there for getting on for a year, because it is indeed a year since the very awful crashes of those 737 Maxes, of course, with Lion Air and Ethiopia. What a great shame. Yes. Peter FL70 TUI 737 Kefalonia, line up 2-3 right. Vloddy, Gray, good morning Gray. Louis, Jennifer Saunders. Vloddy, it's about 7 degrees, my friend. Wow, Phil Lomas trying to brew beer while watching this. Well, make sure you get the ingredients right, mate. I don't want to... Karen Corcoran, feeling much better. John Harmonson, I'm just telling, is there a viewing area for good arrivals at Manchester? Yeah, you know what, John? Just give you a little look, folks. If you ever come to Manchester, make sure you look up the airport pub. Now, obviously, on a day like this, it's pretty miserable. However, as you can see, they have all the facilities here, garden facilities. This is, I'm very fortunate to be given access up onto their terrace, their own private terrace here at Manchester, the airport pub. But as you can see, they're heated down there as well. That's all heated inside the hangar. And of course, you just about see below that glass there is obviously a great area for eating, as well as the pub itself inside the pub. And of course, great facilities for the kids and for the families. Obviously fantastic in the in the summer and also in the winter months. Just make sure you wrap up nice and warm. And of course, you get to see the aircraft as they land on the northern runway, and of course when they go out of the northern runway as well, they climb out over the top of us. Now normally, and we have seen it on previous shows here on Big Jet TV, you would have seen, if you look through our archives, this section of taxiway is cordoned off at the moment purely because of those Maxes being where they are, and as a result of that, we're missing the full taxiway turn-on point here, which is really spectacular, because obviously when they turn here, you get a great jet blast as well. But at the moment, because of the Max's positions, we're losing a considerable amount of footage in terms of visuals. And that's the turn-on taxiway point just there that we've been seeing this morning. So there you have it. Karen Corcoran, Neil Ward, They shut the garden too early all year round. And Joe Chapman, EasyJet about 3 minutes from Amsterdam, then Emirates in 15 from Dubai. Graham Thompson. Has the sound gone? Jilly, you all right? No, sounds fine. Neil Schwartz, did you try that BI IPA? Oh, I drank that a long time ago, Neil, and it was good. Did it go into the collection? You know what, I should have really kept it, shouldn't I? It was a great tasting beer, I have to say. Gray Phillips has been here, very clean and tidy, owners very friendly and polite. Jerry, great shame London Heathrow cannot come up with something like this indeed. The Green Man at Heathrow is a great little pub to visit. Very small little pub, it's kind of for locals. You get a lot of sort of like, you know, airport workers who frequent it. But it is a great place to go in the summer especially. Sit outside, have your lunch or your dinner and watch the aircraft landing on 27 left or taking off on 09 right, but the 09 right departures aren't quite as spectacular. Little biz jet going out. Emily Burston, 380 inbound soon. We're waiting. Sandra Villamin, Korean air takeoff permission. Interesting. So he's waiting. So Gray Phillips, thank you. Karen Corcoran, will I come to Cork Airport? Not sure, Karen. Obviously, as people need to appreciate, if I'm going to go to an airport that doesn't have a great deal of movement, it's like, for instance, when I've been to London City, I can't stay there for too long. I'm just there for the rush hour and then that's it. And of course, Neil Ward, yes indeed. You obviously they have paid for parking here at here it comes, is this it? Oh, this is EasyJet, and then the 380 right there. There you go, that's the shot you get from the garden. I think that little bizjet is going to hang around for the 380. Spitfire RAF 100, good morning to you, my friend. So he's been given immediate departure, probably. Clear takeoff, 23 right, immediate. Big set of engines for such a small aircraft. Power to weight ratio must be incredible, man. Is that a little Falcon or something like that? EK-17 on approach. Yeah, cheeky Kent. Cheeky Kent, that is. Just to make sure that people understand that. Cheeky Kent, bizjet is all engines and nothing else. All mouth and no trousers. A bit like Casey Frazee. Cessna 750 Citation X1. There we go. It was Cessna 750 Citation. Thank you. Robin Courage, good morning. And a big shout out as well to Terry, who runs the pub here at the airport pub. Guys, you can look them up. There's the banner is on the bottom right hand side of your screen there. Always very, very grateful to Terry. You might have seen some of the Sky Sports high news reports coming from this position. In fact, that very corner just there is where they're normally standing. Blimey, someone having a glass of wine at this time of the day? Fair play. God, it's a bit early, isn't it? Good morning from Germany. Buke of Warm, 1974. Max Claydon. Yes, they are 737 Max, my friend. They are 5 of them in total there. Rainer Vogt, good morning from Germany. Good morning, Rainer. Brian Lockyer. Jerry, now that the weather is changing, will you stop going to Toulouse? No, Brian. In fact, we're just trying to see if we can lock in a Toulouse visit. Probably won't be one this month, purely because we've got Schiphol coming up next week, and then the week after that we've got, of course, Boston. That's going to be a lengthy trip. That's obviously for all of you guys on the membership channels. So all our supporters on Facebook and our channel members on YouTube will be coming out with us to Schiphol this Tuesday and Wednesday. Got 2 days there, visiting the newly opened Spectators Terrace. So we'll do a little sort of like report around there, and then probably headed out to the Polder Barn at some point. Good morning from Jose. Good morning, Jose. From Puerto Rico, Brian Lockyer. Joe Chaplin. Yeah, I'd love to come down to Melbourne. If, like I keep saying, if we do a show out in Australia, we will need to spend at least a month out there, I would have thought. Oh, we've got a little Dash 8 on. Well, that didn't sound very much like an A380. Ooh, that bird really got done. Yeah, most definitely be doing more Toulouse shows, that's for sure. Because work never stops down in Toulouse, that's for sure. Grant Morton, good morning. Flyby Dash 8 Peter, flight level 70, saying that Dash 8 from Belfast George Best City Airport. Of course, that is soon to become Virgin Connect. High Risk is in the house from Chile, Cincinnati. What's that? Max Clayton, yes, I have been on a tour of the Airbus factory, as it happens. We actually filmed inside the A380 facility, but okay, I can definitely hear it. Hey, what's that? Okay, which? Well, I'm not reading them all out. All this. Oh, really? I thought they were a mixture. Oh, okay. Well, let me switch to it then. YouTube Big Jet TV main channel. I'm on it now. YouTube Big Jet TV, yeah, your channel. Okay, but where are the members then? On community? Ah, there we are. Right, okay. Apologies, man. I thought they were, you know what I'm like. Devon, Mark Sanderson, Stewie Richardson, Sean May, Yo-Yo. My apologies, guys. I'm missing you all. Lee Smythe. I wonder where you were. Andre Capello, Simon Chambers, Thomas Hannell, Rick Van Nort. There you all are. Jacob Dwashus. Good morning. Darren Golding, Andy from ASG Aviation. Rick Van Nort, saw you going to Schiphol. Can you expect a southerly combination on Tuesday and a northerly combination on Wednesday? Looking at the forecast winds, thank you for that. Lee Smythe, Stevie Richards, yeah, all you guys, my apologies for missing you there on the members channel. Reading out members' comments now on Big Jet TV, YouTube. Jet Ski, Matty, Graham, Leggett, Nigel King, Lee Smythe. There's another city centre pub frequented by aviation enthusiasts. Always good banter. The Grey Horse in Portland Street. Give it a go if you're visiting Manchester. Lee Smythe, thank you. That's a good call. Jacko Swartz, Mark Sanderson, is the weather going to lift at all? Well, I'll tell you what, it's actually a damn sight better than it was when I first arrived here. Stevie Richards, good morning. Russ White, fantastic food at the airport pub. Can find menu online as well before you go there, so thanks for that. Ali Nicol, Chris Baisley, Russ White, Keith Miller, Steve Cottrell, g'day to everybody there. Paul Hodgson going right back to that Jet 2 757. Lee Smythe. Ooh, coffee and muffin time for me. Sean McCullough, Paul Hodgson. Right, I think I've got right to the front end of that. Darren Golding, John Allen, Harmit, JC. Colin A380, good morning from Stonehenge. There he is again from Stonehenge. Is he the bloke that lives under the rock with big long hair and runs around naked? Ali Nicol, Andre Capello, Nigel King, Devon. G'day to you, Barry Moore, Stephen Owens, Roger Wright, Michael Kay. Wow, all you wonderful members. Dora Gerber, hope you enjoyed yesterday's show if you managed to tune in. Otherwise, we will be. You can watch it, of course, on playback, but I will be putting up a compressed version of that. Yo-Yo May, John Allen. Hope you enjoyed the little compressed edit from Milan Malpensa as well, guys. Sean McCulloch, ATR 72. So that's another carrier that's sort of like in the looking like it might be in trouble. The Stobart Air arm of Aer Lingus, Eddie Stobart's Stobart Air. Diesel 1313. Good morning, Mark Sanderson. Thanks, Darren Golding. Tez BB, going quite soon. Vinnie Jones, good day to you. Harmick, Stevie Billings. Yeah, not sticking around for too long, folks. What we got coming out, Gilly? Anything on radar? Good morning, Harmick. Lee Smythe. Elaine Bird, good morning. Jacko, Harmick. Andy. What? What do you mean, what happened? Oh, sorry. Jacko, take care, all the very best. Is it? Okay, we've got another plastic fantastic due out, folks. Six Silver, good morning to you. Lloyd Burgess, thank you. Great views of the cockpit from yesterday. Yes, glad you all enjoyed that. We managed to bring you a flawless feed yesterday from Vulcan XH558. And of course, managing to switch between cameras, both on the ground outside and also in the cockpit, which was great. And thanks to Jilly again for doing all of that. She has the magic fingers. Certainly not fingers of fudge. Lindsay Elliott. Oh, Don Moody is in hospital. Wishing you all the very best, Don. Watching from hospital. Hello to all the wonderful people who work so hard at the hospitals as well. The NHS here in the UK. Unsung heroes. Lindsay Elliott, I don't know if the fog is going to clear. I'm sure there's a song in there somewhere. James O'Brien, Lloyd Burgess. Yeah, we could just dump it in there, couldn't we? I can see clearly now that fog has gone. Upon the roof. Alan Wilson, that is a perfect picture in my mind there. Alan Wilson. I'm watching Big Jet TV and the wife is packing for our holidays next week. Fantastic. Yeah, he's got his feet up and the missus is running around. Where's the tea towels? Where's the tea towels? Debbie Speller, take care. Vinnie Jones, thank you very much indeed. Ifred. Wow. Ifred didn't like. How can you not like it? Wow. Wow, that's the first time I've ever heard anyone make a comment like that. Well, there's a first time for everything, but wow. Anything aviation related, especially when you've got four massive, great big Olympus engines being run up individually to 97%, honestly. And the cockpit and all the interesting things that the crew members had to say, and wow. But there you go. Sorry we couldn't bring you that. Hi Fred, I'm flabbergasted, but there you go. Yo-Yo Mate, Caroline Blair, Andre Capello, Simon Chambers. Wow, Simon Chambers, been a nurse in the NHS for 40 years. Wow, well, fantastic, and thank you, Simon, for all your hard work and effort. Don't give up the day job. Oh, it's that. Very low, look. Very low. Compared to the other approaches. Hi, Fred. Good man. Stop singing. Andy, Singapore Airlines A350-900 Mike Kilo operating as SQ51 to Singapore has pushed back for departure. Thank you for that, Andy. Mark Miles Crest, United 7067 on approach, diverted to Prestwick. Aha! Oh, really? So it's on approach now, is it? Excellent. So that's just gonna. Where's it at the moment? Grant Morton, I think your camera needs an LAX filter on it today. Yeah, if only. Yeah, that's what we actually believe was the cause of the. This is not our normal camera, folks. This is actually our standby camera. Where oh look, there's the American 7.6 on pushback. Is that the one we're talking about? Oh wow, okay, yeah, of course, yeah. Vulcan in the 90s did warm-ups at Bruntingthorpe. Sound was heard from miles away, Neil Ward. Amazing. Well, Grant Morton, I think your camera... Oh, yeah. What's that, Gilly? Wow, yeah, yeah. See the 767 pushing back there. So that should be approaching any second now, I think. Take care, Stephen Billings. See you Tuesday. Phil Loxham, no, the United 76 was diverted to Glasgow earlier this morning. Okay. So, this isn't a 767 inbound now. No? Oh, okay. Oh, it went to Glasgow and it was diverted to Glasgow, but it was due to come into Manchester. Right, now I'm with yous. And it is a United, it's not American, it's United, yeah? Yeah, sorry, Andy, you're right. United! Thank you, Bungo. Yo-Yo May, the Vulcan was only used for one mission. It didn't sort of like, you know, it wasn't sort of like bombing on a daily basis. It only went in to Port Stanley, was it? The airfield at Port Stanley on a bombing mission. Probably, I'd say, in terms of records, probably one of the longest bombing missions ever. Had to be refueled, of course. I don't know how many times along the route, but apparently it was a very awkward refueling exercise. Most of the air crews not actually used to having not trained for refueling for in-flight refueling. And to be honest with you, I don't think the Vulcan was originally developed or designed to be fueled in flight, because obviously, as you can appreciate, it was built in blooming 1956. 58 was its made in flight. I'm not sure. High level bombing, Richard Reed, yes indeed. Anthony James tuning in from Florida. Good day to you. Paul Corson, Ashley Young, Shane O'Connor watching right now on Big Jet TV. We've got an A350 taxiing towards us, as well as that 767 with American Airlines that's just pushed back. Fred William John Lockwood, yes. Ascension Island, that was it, yeah. Yeah, apologies for my geographical blooper there. Ascension Island, of course. Hammer B, thank you. Scott Tarpley, Alan Warren, good morning to you. Ooh. Thanks, Val Donahue. Appreciate it. John Jackson's in the house. Danilo Abranca, 350 to Singapore, ready to lead. Yes, and there she is in your shot right now. Dominic Bell, another Virgin Virgin 747 on pushback, is it, or is it a 330 perhaps? Stevie Wilson, good morning to you. Lee Bowles, good morning. Yeah, she's out there to my right. Now those engines that you're hearing there, folks, are not the engines on that 350. Hear the purr of those XWB Rolls-Royce engines. What you're hearing is the, I think, Pratt & Whitneys that are possibly powering that that American 767. Thanks, Dominic. Scotty. Derek Hessler. Yeah, loving those engines. Kaniko's in the house. Lee Russell. I can never understand. Oh, look at this aviation retail director. I guess that's Hammer, is it? Hammer? Excellent show yesterday. Thank you, Hammer. Really appreciate it. Shane O'Connor works for Swissport at Cork. Oh wow, look at that! Ryanair are airlifting a turtle back to Gran Canaria, wow! Oh, that's fantastic! The turtle was washed up on a beach in Galway a couple of months ago, having blown up due to the... Wow! Oh, that's an amazing story, man! What an amazing story! Going back on Ryanair. Hope they strap it down well. I'd like to hear the story about that. I'd like to make sure it gets back safe as well. Kaniko, Alison Thornett, Chris McNaughton, Brian Mitchell, Alan Warren, Pete White. Boston. Very good joke. Rafael Correa. Rafael, good morning to you, tuning in from Puerto Rico. Scott Topley, giving a shout out for yesterday's show. Thanks, Scott. Yvonne, Shane O'Connor, Alan Warren. What's that? Which one was it? Oh, Shane O'Connor, we have a VIP check-in area assigned for the turtle and its caretakers who are bringing it home. Wow. Look how low this one is. Judith Smith tuning in from Great Harwood in Lancashire. Saw this coming in earlier on, Brussels. Terry Allen, Vulcan show was superb. It was great to hear those engines howling again. Thank you, Terry. And great that, of course, it was my concern that you know that the audio tone, the audio note from the microphone would pick up the howls, which I'm hearing great feedback that it did work. So thanks for that, Terry. John Diggers, good afternoon. Mark Sanderson, Caroline Blair, Vinny, Brian Jacklin. There's Brian Jacklin, the man who met me on. I had a little welcoming party back at Heathrow. Thank you, Brian. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Vinny, we are led to believe that the Tigers are fine and happy in their new surroundings. They've got to be, haven't they? Here comes your Virgin 747. Just about to see her off in the mist down there. Caroline Blair, sun has come out in Cheshire. See now, that's a perfect example of, I believe that is a 319, although it is actually got two doors over the wing. because EasyJet don't have the galley at the back, so they've added an extra set of seats. So they, in order to comply with regulations, by adding that extra row of seats, they have had to add an extra door over the wing. Hence the confusion that some people think that's a 320 when it's actually a 319. Now, I might be completely wrong there, but I do know that apparently EasyJet do have 319s with twin doors over the wings. Yes, it is, Andy. That's going to be the curtain call for me. Headed back to old London town. And then on Tuesday, don't forget, folks, Devon, take care. All the very best to you. Stick around maybe, Devon, before you nap for this 747. Andre Capello, this is Virgin's Queen Golf VAST Vast. Ladybird, it is Ladybird, folks. Powered by CF6. 737 might get some tail vortex. Yeah, it's got a really good indication as to how unaerodynamic the engines are in terms of the obviously they can make them as aerodynamic as possible with the cowls, but they do leave a considerable amount of unstable air behind them in their wake. Mark Sanson, Richard Reed. Richard, it'll take me 3 hours to get home. Done a lot of driving over the last 3 days. I think the cat has finally disowned me. Chitevko. Mark's sons. Yeah, the cat's living with the neighbours now. Oh, you've come home, have you? Oh, alright then. Well, you know. Got any cigarillos? No, not interested. Right. Just see if this mic gives us any GP. Hey then, folks. There you go. I'm tucked up in my little corner here, in the corner of the thing. Ice cream. Anyway, yeah, listen guys, thanks so much for coming along with me on my journey the last few days. Really appreciate your company, and listen, we really appreciate all your efforts in staying up all the time, wherever you are in the world. I know we do try our best to obviously cater for everybody in different time zones and so on and so forth. But just a big thank you to everybody for supporting us. We really appreciate it, and glad that we can bring you some enjoyment to your life. And listen, we will be back next week. It's members only, folks, on the midweek show this week. We've got Tuesday and Wednesday we will be in Schiphol, and so we'll be bringing you all the new viewing terrace out there. Well, when I say the new viewing terrace, I think they've just revised the entrance area, made it a little bit more sort of like, you know, shoppy type. So we'll be bringing you that next week. More than welcome to join us if you want. If you want to become a member, bottom left-hand side of your screen there, you know the drill, blah, 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 blah. Just go to bigjet.tv, and we will look forward to seeing you there. Of course, next Saturday might have something a little bit special for you, but no, don't know about that just yet. And then don't forget, the following week we'll be in Boston, Massachusetts, for channel members only once again. So guys, thank you so much for your time and effort, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you're doing. Be good to the animals. If you see any turtles, make sure they're all right, and we will see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been your host, Jerry Dyer, as you know, and look after yourselves. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Oh. Yeah. Ha yeah. Okay, that's a wrap.